We're live.
Hey, hello everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Let me get on top chat. Maybe I should start over here on StreamYards. I can't scroll up on StreamYards.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
I can. I can scroll all the way back to the beginning.
I'm sure I'm doing it wrong, but
Scrolling on your Mac is two fingers. So like if you take two fingers and run it down from the top and scroll up,
oh
it's the other way. Do you see it?
no. I mean
Okay.
I'm all right. Forget it. Forget it. Hey, warrior grandma. Y'all, if I didn't say Logan for a long time, glad you're covering this. Much love from Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome. There it goes. I sure
Yourself in
did.
there.
I did it. I did it.
You will not teach yourself how to use it. It bothers me, Randy.
I just did it. Hey,
Oh,
Dreamer. Hey, man.
good.
Steady is steady.
It's not hard, right? You just have to use your two fingers.
Yeah. No, it wasn't hard. I just was I had it in the wrong spot.
Yeah. Do it like in the middle of your mouse pad.
Whoop. I know I missed people. Hey, Debbie Doll, Olivia, good to see you. John, Ginger. Who did I know I missed people. Now I got it scrolling all over the place instead of.
Kokomo, I watched it all day today. I watched the Leilani trial today.
Oh, Nana Patty, Nanya, Karma, Celinda. I'm sorry if I missed anybody. Go ahead, Wendy. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Um, well, just about the Leilani trial because that's the one that they're showing. They weren't showing any Sarah Boone stuff today, because it's just jury selection. I'm assuming. I'm assuming that when the trial actually starts, they'll stream it, which will be great. But until then, we're watching the Leilani trial, and it was crazy because the the state's side, the prosecution gets up and they do their opening statements today. And his opening statement, he went through everything. He even showed videos. He showed parts of her testimony, or when she was been interviewed and stuff, interrogations. They showed all the receipts. He showed so many receipts, like it was open and shut. Like I don't know what the defense is even going to say, and that's what I kept. Now, to be fair, I find myself saying a lot when the prosecution gets up and talks because I'm always blown away at well, how can you possibly refute this? And then the defense gets up and they're like, well, and you're, oh, okay, I get you. But anyway, in this case, that is not what happened. He talked so long that the judge actually, I think they took like 2 breaks during his freaking opening statement. It was hours.
Really?
At least it had to have been like at least an hour, maybe 2. It was long. And he showed all of these, he showed videos, like I said, he showed all of these things, right? And then the defense gets up and says their whole case is based on rumors, gossip, and speculation. Thank you, Judge. And he sits down. It was nothing. It was like 10 minutes. There was nothing. And I said, oh, so you got squat. You don't have anything. That's what you're saying. Because the prosecution laid out this entire case with proof and everything. And it's just his opening statement. And your rebuttal is that this is based on lies, gossip, and speculation. Like you have nothing. Clearly, you have nothing.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Blah,
Right.
blah,
Nanny, nanny,
blah.
boo boo defense.
Hey,
Okay. The nanny, nanny, boo boo defense. All right. Well, now we know.
Well,
crazy. I was crazy. I was dying. I thought that was ridiculous. I thought, okay, well, she's not in any better position than Sarah Boone, frankly, because she doesn't have a chance in hell.
I'm so bummed that I'm not there, but I want to be here too. So
yeah, no, I'm glad you're there. I mean, this stuff is all on. Although they didn't show her jury selection either. So I'm assuming the same will be true with Sarah Boone, that they'll show day 1 will be the day of opening statements. That will be considered day 1 for them. Yeah, the defense has no cross either. Yeah, everything is your witness, and he's like, no questions, thank you, Your Honor. Like, so I don't even know. I don't understand this defense. They're putting up nothing. So It's pretty.
Two
They might
clones.
want to go home, frankly.
I need two clones because the Delphi, because of Katie being so into it at one time, it's like I feel like I'm a part of the Delphi and I want to be there. But
Are they showing that one somewhere too?
I don't. I heard it was going. Charlie Sunspear, how are you? Olivia, did you hear me tell you how? I know I missed people and I'm sorry. I am tired. Tired.
Yeah, you've had quite the week.
Yeah. I have had quite.
Tell us of your adventures in Florida.
Well, you want to talk about the thumbnail first?
Yeah, let's talk about what has inspired that thumbnail.
Okay. Did anyone see the thumbnail? Because it wouldn't all fit, so I kind of cut it off. It's hard to tell, but that's me. Well, me.
Yeah, cartoon Randy.
That's cartoon me. Hey, Paige, good to see you.
I can. Hey, Paige, it is good to see you, Dolly. You want me to pull it up? I can pull it up if you want me to.
Yeah, I think we probably should.
Okay. All right. Here you go.
There we go.
Okay.
So that's me in a wooden canoe. I guess that's a canoe.
Yeah.
And I'm rowing my ass to the courthouse.
That's right. Come hell or high water. We're going to get there. We're going to do this no matter what. Come hell or high water.
That's right.
And as we know, the high water has come. Now tell us about the hell.
Well, okay. Well, let's see. Where do you want to start? Where?
Start with the pork chop, I think.
So yesterday, I'm innocently cooking a pork chop, and all of a sudden, this loud alarm and blinking light starts going off in my room, and I think it's just my room. I had no idea, and I was like, it wasn't smoking, but I was still like trying to see if it was throwing off smoke. Thank you so much for the super chat, Debbie Doll. It's appreciated. And so
well, Debbie, I hope you guys are all right over there. Still no power.
Wow. She has power, but all over, there's a lot of places here that don't have power. Yeah. Wow. It's bad. So anyway, I finally decided I had on a Hawaiian shirt, Jim's big Hawaiian shirt, and panties because I was lounging, and I threw on some shorts real quick and ran out in the hall. Or no, I didn't run. I looked out in the hall and everybody was like, what the hell? What the hell? So we had to evacuate. and the fire department came. Everybody was so mad. I don't know. But it was not my chop. So there's that.
We have no reason to believe that it was Randy's pork chop that caused this.
No.
It's just a coincidence.
It was a coincidence. I smelled somebody. It smelled like burned eggs in the house.
Somebody else was cooking something. Yeah. It wasn't her.
So, but I was nervous because people were so mad and they're like standing around. And I'm like, look, I want to be completely transparent. I am cooking a pork chop.
I don't know why you're admitting anything. Why would you do that?
Because I was afraid that the manager would come out
around and you go, I thought, no, you look around and you go, well, who was cooking something? Were you cooking something, ma'am? Were you? It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about.
I did remember to turn off the pork chop before I ran out. And yeah. So this lady said, honey, what did you season it with?
He said Randy has a burnt pork chop in her purse. The object in question is right here.
So, and do you have the pictures to pull up?
I do. I have the fire trucks. Yes. Hang
Yeah.
on. Yeah,
So
we're
I brought
grabbing.
receipts because this sounds far fetched that
Hold on.
after a hurricane, we would have to only evacuate because
Here you
possibly because I was cooking a pork chop. That's just one of the fire truck. Okay,
go. Yeah,
there we
there's
go.
another
Wow.
one.
There's more. Yeah.
And then there's that one. I don't
Yeah.
know if that's the same
There's
one or not, but
there's that well, I think that one's the same one, but there was 4 here.
oh,
Uh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wanted to hurry up and take them before I got seen again because it was embarrassing.
So what we decided then is that in the spirit of, come hell or high water, we decided to make a little merch item in case you would like to enjoy your coffee in the morning, when we're covering the Sarah Boone case.
Mm-hmm.
Or we also have it in a tumbler. Now, right now, I just have it in black and white and mint, but I can pick 2 other colors if you guys want it.
Oh, I love
And
that mint.
I know I thought the mint was pretty. I really like the mint. It's a big color right now. Anyway, I did a couple of other drinking items. I didn't do shirts and all the rest of it because it's really not that big of a deal. But I thought the proceeds from this merch, as you guys know, we do not keep the money from the proceeds. The proceeds from this particular item will go to hurricane relief.
It's okay.
Because we know how desperate the situation is all over there, and we certainly don't mean to make light of it. We want to take it seriously. So, of course, any proceeds that come from this sale will go to hurricane relief, of course. But if
Yes.
you would like to have, a commemorative mug or drink, vessel, I don't know what they're called, whatever, drinking thing, to have your coffee or drink of beverage of choice as we're covering the case, then please check it out. And I can drop the link. I'll drop the link in the chat for you guys.
Okay.
It's on my it's in my merch store. So if you go to
Yeah.
the schoolyard, you'll find it there.
And
The mint is pretty.
there
Yeah.
you go, Olivia. There's the link.
There's the link. If one of the mods could grab it and share it maybe throughout the stream, that would be nice. I would appreciate that. But yeah,
And
the mug is in mint and black and white. There's a black mug as well that's all black. This black mug is black, but it has a white handle, so it's a little different. And for whatever reason, this all black mug is like $2 or $3 more, which I don't even understand their pricing. Their pricing is ridiculous. The mug is only like $15, right? $16. The mug is cheap, I thought was pretty reasonable. So if you guys want it,
amen.
please check it out. Please consider checking it out. And as we said, all the proceeds that go from the sale of any of these, any of the Come Hell or High Water line will go to hurricane relief.
Yes. And we will show receipts. So
we always do. Yes, we always show the receipts. We've given to several charities over the last couple of years through the merch of the store, and it makes me happy every time. I love it so much.
have my character running with a pork chop.
Well, yeah, I made this design before we had the pork chop story. So, unfortunately, I could have had a fire truck in it and a pork chop. I could, I suppose I could make more, but we didn't
Thank
know.
you for being a member for 3 months to Totally Winning Life Rewinded. I appreciate that. Can we, a fireman with there were some firemen out there, and there was a fire lady out there too. I'm just saying. I mean,
Randy calls me, and I was on the other line, so I couldn't take the call. But then she texts me emergency.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, my friend's in trouble. I gotta hang up. Let me call you back. So I call Randy back right away, and then she tells me this story, and I say, "What am I supposed to do with you for you? Like, what am I supposed to do?"
Well, she said, "What am I supposed to do with this?"
I know.
That's what she said at first. I'm like,
the whole hotel's been evacuated. There's fire trucks outside, and I think it might be my fault. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? How is this an emergency for me? What am I supposed to do?
Oh yeah, I have, Carrie. Well, but I was trembling, and I couldn't figure out why I was trembling. But I think it was that fire alarm was so loud.
They are loud. They are very loud. Yeah.
Golly.
Well, they're supposed to be loud. You're supposed to want to get the hell away from them. Get
No,
out.
I was standing next to it, going like this. I'm like, stop,
Like it's at your own
stop.
house.
Yeah, trying to
I
hold my
know.
ears.
Yes, that's what we do. Take a paper plate and wave it underneath it to try to
What
make it
happened to the
shut off.
member emojis? Do we not? Do I not have member emojis anymore?
I'm sure
Yeah,
you do.
yeah. Man, I gotta update them. Bad. Yeah, they're there, sweetie. How do I get it off? Emojis. There, like that. All right. So what else? What else
So what
happened?
happened today? Take us through what happened today.
It was a long day. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
gonna be a long day.
I think it's going to be a long couple weeks because every day is going to be long like this.
Yeah, but if ye- I think it'll be more interesting. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be. He is banking on 3 more weeks.
Okay.
Don't know if I'm gonna make it here 3 weeks. It's, I'm really missing my family, and one that's gonna be a month. So I don't know.
Right.
I
That's
don't
going to be
know.
a month. I know.
But we'll see. Um, I really miss my family. But so when Sarah came in today, she was still wearing her gel shoes.
So she didn't get her fancy shoes for
Not
court.
yet. Not yet.
And where are the shoes? Are they just not
I guess they haven't gotten approved yet.
okay?
And there's a lot of stuff going on with that. I just tuned in for right before I came here to Surviving the Survivor. I told Wendy already. I met him today at the trial, and he's not right about some stuff he's saying about
Oh,
her outfit, because that's what her lawyer she wore the same thing today that she wore last Monday, and that's the
okay.
outfit that her lawyer brought for her to wear.
And
At
it
least,
just happens to look like her prison outfit or her jail outfit.
no, no, no. It's a blue blouse and black slacks.
I know, but on the camera, it looks very much like her jail outfit.
Oh, does it?
Yes, that's what everyone is saying. Yeah, they're
Oh,
like, and they're saying that he's trolling her. You know, like what a troll for him to dress her looking like a prisoner. When the whole point is to not look like a prisoner. But that's what they're saying. I mean, I don't know.
well,
You guys know better than me.
in real life, it doesn't. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like, it's kind of got puffy sleeves. I
Okay.
don't know.
Maybe it's just the color then, and on camera, it's just coming out like
Yeah, that's
not
what I'm
not
saying.
very different.
Right. So,
Thank you, Pammy B. Thank you for dropping that link.
Olivia was asking earlier. There's the link, Olivia. I didn't have it. So,
I'll get it to you. You can add it to the description too of the video,
oh
please.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can.
there it is. I just texted it to you, so you can add it when you get time.
Thank you for doing that.
You can
So,
put it in the comment section too, or something later.
I thought I was panicking because the first 50 come in, and like immediately, he's going over with everyone in the courtroom before they come in the questions he's going to ask, because they're afraid that the people have seen things on social media and on the news.
Thank you,
And
Pammy B. Thank you, girl. She ordered one. Thank you,
oh
Anna, for dropping the link too. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, 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 feel free. That he didn't want anybody to see the body cam, all that. So, he doesn't want to take any chances. And
Yeah.
he explained to each group that came in, the first and second 50, that, hey, yep, so what? Hola. Um, that, if you have commented on this somewhere, If you have liked a post about this somewhere and you don't tell, that could cause a mistrial.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if you just don't remember?
I know, because it's
Are
been
you
four and a
allowed
half
to say
years.
that? I don't know. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. I do know that I can be a fair juror, though. I mean, can I say that?
Yes. Yeah, you
Okay.
can say that
Like,
actually.
I'm not trying to cause any kind of mistrial, but I don't know. I don't know if I have or not.
Well, that I mean, he's like that,
Especially this case that's 4.5 years old,
that's
that's gotten
possible.
all kinds of publicity. I mean, how many of them have not heard of her? Anybody? Was there anybody of the any of those potential jurors that hadn't heard of her?
Here is where I was like, bullshit. So out of the first 50, three jurors recognized Sarah Boone,
Lie. Lie.
and
They
they
just they just want to be there. They want to be there. Are
they
they?
didn't raise their hand.
Yeah. Everybody's lying because they want to be picked.
Well, certain ones want to be picked because you would be shocked at the ones that didn't want to be picked. I mean,
It's,
because a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck and their job doesn't pay
yeah,
jury duty.
right. And you
So,
only get like $5 a day or some ridiculous amount. Yeah, you get nothing.
so then they have to name all the witnesses that are going to testify, even for the defense and for the
Oh, yeah, because if you know any of those witnesses, you can't be on the jury.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. I've heard of
And
that.
look, I was trying so hard. I don't know. Let
Look
me.
at you.
I was trying. I was yeah, quick and in
You
a
need
hurry
to
trying to.
what you need to do is screenshot your notes and post them in your Discord or something every day. So we can have a whole sec
Good idea.
have like a whole we can make a room for the Sarah Boone stuff and you can put it in there.
Well, I write dumb shit too. Like,
All right.
somewhere I wrote, "Ooh, found my good pen."
Oh my oh, wow.
It gets boring,
This
you
is
know.
our representative over there, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
my doodles.
She found a good pen. Well, good. I don't know if any of you guys were expecting like actual lawyer like level coverage here. That's not what we bring.
I'm doing
There's
the best I can.
Emily Baker for that. Okay. We got Randy and her good pen. Okay. That's who we got. Pork chop cooking good pen. Okay.
But I'll tell you this. So I stopped writing the names. Well, no, I didn't. I wrote the ones I could catch. So,
Are you allowed to say them?
well, I didn't get first and last names. At
Okay.
first, I did. I got a Jennifer Albright, John Alden. Then I just wrote Vincent, Caroline, Brian Boone,
Yes. And he's going to testify for the state, right?
and the defense.
What?
Yep.
How?
I don't know,
I
but
mean, I guess he's gonna say whatever. I mean, I guess maybe he has some nice things to say about Sarah. I don't know. Wow. All
it,
right.
they both had they had a bunch of the same witnesses, which is why I'm
I bet
serious.
Sarah wants to call Brian. I don't think Brian wants to testify for her.
I think that's right. And that's because I wrote, this is a lot of the same people. So what I started doing was, now I will say this for Sarah. I started, if you see a dash, that's law enforcement, possibly a fireman. So if you see an asterisk, that is like family member or
Okay.
or someone that knows her.
Okay.
So for the defense, there's one, two, three, four, five, six people that are not, two are medical examiners, and then the rest are Mostly law enforcement.
And they're defense witnesses?
No, no, those are not defense witnesses. Those are for
Oh,
the prosecution.
I'm sorry. I thought you said defense. Okay.
I
All
may
right.
have, but
Yeah.
for the defense, the same ones. So, but let's remember, I don't think she had any extra names on there as far as the law enforcement, the firemen, all that go. I don't know why she would call them as witnesses when he gets to cross-examine them, except out of desperation. That's all I can figure.
Maybe she's going to call them thinking that they can talk about times that he was, previously abusive to her, because isn't that the whole thing they're trying to set up? That he
Well,
has this long violent history?
but these are the cops, the ones that came to her house, the ones that um questioned her, those
Uh-huh.
people. I don't
Okay,
know.
so they're not other cops then,
Mm-mm.
or
No,
detectives or whatever?
I'm pretty sure every one of them were identical. But so we said he had one, two, three, four, five, six, seven people to that were going to get on the stand for the prosecution that weren't law enforcement or medical examiners.
So they were like neighbors, friends, family
Uh-huh.
members?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. And I'm sure they're going to tell about the long, dirty, sordid history of Sarah being a horrible person.
Yeah, but get this, on Sarah's list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Who's surprised by that? Anybody?
I
Not me.
was
Not me at all. Not me at all.
the
Oh,
other day.
I just got a cash app. Thank you so much for that, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, of course she's gonna call everybody and her uncle. She can't think, she's writing down every name she could possibly think of.
It could be the milkman. I don't know,
Absolutely. Yes.
but here,
100%.
and of course his brother is not on her list, obviously, but is on
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna have plenty to say.
yeah.
Although, because apparently one of the things that her attorney, sorry, I'm so
She's
sorry,
like,
excuse me. One of the first things that her attorney said when he came on was that George's brother is also abusive. Now, I know that he just threw that out there just to try to get a story out there,
mhm.
but is that evidence? Is that relevant? Are they going to be allowed to bring in the brothers' prior bad acts?
The brother,
Because
I
I
don't
don't know
think they
how
should.
I don't think they're going to be allowed to do that. Because what does that have to do with anything?
Right. Because like we said, George isn't on trial and his brother's not on trial, you know?
Exactly. But they're going to try and make it so that George is on trial. They're going to try and
Yeah,
make it
just
so that,
like
they're painting him as an abusive, horrible person.
with Jody and Travis, Travis Alexander. He was basically on trial at the same time Jody was, and he
Very
was the
much. Yes, very much so. And she absolutely slaughtered him as far as, well, physically and literally. I mean, and metaphorically or whatever. She absolutely did. Painted a terrible picture of him as a child predator and everything. She was terrible. And there's really no one there to defend him. And so Sarah can do the same thing with George. And one of the things I'm so sorry. What, I didn't get my old lady nap today, so I'm so sorry. I'm yawning.
No, I understand.
Um, one of the things that the attorney said, like I said, when he was floating this out there, he almost made it sound like it runs in the family or something. That's
Yeah,
how he wanted it to be taken. It runs in the family. Yeah, whole family's a bunch of abusive assholes.
absolutely.
And yeah, I don't know that he's going to be able to bring that into court, but he's going to try.
What he's going to do is say it, then they'll say strike it, but the jury has heard it. That's what I
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's courtroom games for sure.
Hey
Will be
Alex.
interesting. It'll be interesting to see where they go with that.
So then,
I'm sorry, Alexis P. I'm so sorry. I'll try to mute from now on.
they started asking the jurors questions. He started giving out, these are reasons. He had to eliminate people, and because when he asked, let me see, okay, any financial hardships, jobs that won't pay, this 16 people, shunk. And that was, the first question. They raised their hand, can't can't do it.
Were they let off right away?
Huh? No, they still had to sit there.
Oh, okay.
No mothers. There was one, had an 8-month-old, loved
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
8 couldn't come because of childcare. Um, Adult care, which is like a parent or sibling or
Yeah.
any, there
Yeah.
was 3. Are they traveling? 12 were traveling, and most of those 12 were going on a cruise.
Yeah, I guess out of Florida. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Medical appointments, there were 5. Medical issues, 5. Any other concerns? 11.
Cool.
So,
Wow.
yeah. And 2 jurors, they knew about the case.
Yeah.
And those 2 have seen the video. They saw the interrogation, and 1 saw the body cam footage.
Okay. And were
Uh,
they dismissed?
nope.
So that wasn't enough to get them out.
Mm-mm.
Good.
Because
Good. I'm
when,
glad.
when, well, wait a minute. There was one man. Okay, that's not true. That's not true. 2 of them. Okay. 2 have read about her on social media. 3 know about the case. Okay, so 2 of those people said we cannot be impartial.
Wow.
1, she said, I don't think that I could be here for, her sister was murdered, and she said, I can't sit through a murder.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like, I'm Charlie convicting this bitch. That's exactly what
Yeah.
basically she was saying.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Been missing you, girl. Paige said a minute ago that she she said that she is dismissed always because she's a victim of a crime herself. And so, sounds like that's what this happened with this lady.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There were 2 victims of crimes that were dismissed. That the woman, she said, my sister was murdered, and then she looked at Sarah and said, I have strong feelings about murder, and I would not be a fit for this trial. And I wrote, boom.
Damn. All
She was like,
right.
locking eyes with her, like, mm-mm. So,
Pammy B said it was a little shocking, but I was called for a jury duty when I was 14 years old. They said I must have a phone in my name to get the notice. Yep, I did, but I'm 14. That's how they get you? A phone? I thought they went by your driver's license at the DMV.
I've texted Charlie. I've had a rough few days, my friend. My friend. I'm sorry.
I did. I Yes, I missed you, Charlie, but I did not text you. I apologize. But yes, I've been missing you. Been wondering if you're all right. I would love to do jury duty. I think it would be great.
I have gotten called for jury duty 4 times in my life. 4.
Yeah.
And the first time I went once, and they sent me a little check, and then my job wrote in and said, mm-mm, we can't we can't work without her. And that happened all 4 times.
Yeah.
My job. Um so here's where I wrote, found my good pen.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie.
What's wrong?
I have gotten jury duty notices, but I have
I'm sorry, Charlie.
never been, my group has never been called. So how they do it here is you have to call in the night before, or maybe
Mhm.
it's even on a website now. I have no idea. But you call in the night before, and if your group is needed the next morning, then you go. If they're not needed, then you don't go. And then you call the next day, same thing. Next day, same thing. And if you make it all the way to Friday, then you're done for the year.
Thank you, perplexed number one fan. I appreciate that. So here is where I said, my weird ass did not recognize the prosecutor.
Oh, this is good. Yeah, tell them this. That's awesome.
I didn't know who I never seen that one. I don't know if I would have recognized either one of them. And so me and him was alone in the elevator, and he just looked like he was falling apart. He just looked upset. And I said, "Sir, are you okay?" And he said, "I'm fine."
I'm fine, weirdo. And
Then
then
we both got out of the elevator and we both walked into the same damn.
So when you saw him on the elevator, you had no idea that that was the prosecutor.
No idea.
You just saw
No.
a man looking sad, looking a little, unhappy maybe, or a little stressed, and you asked him if he was okay because you're a nice person.
Yeah, and people are not that nice here. And I could have said, what I probably would have said was could be worse. You could be Sarah Boone. It would have been something stupid. I know.
Thank God you didn't say that. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if you had said that? And then he walks up and he's the prosecutor. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
She can't be in here. You passed away the jury.
Oh my goodness.
And so I wrote KMN. So that means kill me now. That's
Kill me now.
what
Oh, I just got another Cash App. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That is so sweet of you. Thank you, honey.
they're not the typical South. I have to say that they're really not. So then he goes on and he asks people what their biggest fear is. And this is definitely a like speech he gives every time because I've heard it twice now. Slip Sarah a note, become besties.
She almost became besties with not Sarah's mom.
Thank you, Shamat. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Well, I'm gonna say this, and Jim laughs so hard.
If you say your biggest fear is being trapped in a suitcase, are they going to dismiss you? Probably, yeah.
Oh, somebody should have said that, especially
You
if they
know?
were wanting out of that trial.
Right?
When I came back from lunch, me and Sarah locked eyes, and she smiled at me, and I smiled back. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what?
There's my best friend Sarah.
And then her lawyer recognized me, and I think from Monday, and he said, "Hey, how are you doing?" I said, "Good. How are you?" Okay, what's happening? Buy some pork chops. Thank you so much for the super chat. That one pork chop like to cost me an ass beating. So, and then there was two that completely didn't understand English. I'm okay. This was the second 50. Yeah, the second 50 jurors. And but what he was wanting people to say about their biggest fear was public speaking.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why, but he would keep asking. People was just at this point coming up with stuff.
Yeah.
Until somebody said public speaking. Somebody's like death. Well, I wrote it down. Falling. Somebody said falling.
Can I go?
War. Somebody said war.
Wow. All right.
Death. The dark. Disappointment. Drowning. Being abandoned. And then finally somebody said public speaking.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yum. I will not get in Randall's suitcase.
Don't do it, Jimmy. Don't do it.
Save yourself.
That's right. Don't play hide and seek with her.
And then, so listen, there's 50 people in there. And he said, how many have concerns? 40 raised their hands, their paddles,
Concerns for what?
being on the jury, wanting
Just
to go
being
home.
there. Yeah. I can't believe they wouldn't want to be there. I would pay to be on that jury.
I know, me too, but they, 10 couldn't get paid.
Yeah,
Um,
I understand. Yeah, if it's a hardship, financial hardship or whatever, or if you're taking care of somebody, you can't do it. I get that.
yeah. And then this one man, this juror, he said, I mean, I was like, he said, I'll tell you why. And I was like, oh,
Oh, okay. Someone's got something to say. Okay.
he said, the it was a hardship for him to be there today. He said he thought it was wrong that he got a letter in the mail saying if he doesn't show up, he was going to be arrested.
Yeah.
His wife is sick. She has chronic asthma, and he had to leave her alone to come today. And he was pissed. He's,
Wow.
and he said, where's my freedom? He said, why don't I have freedom? Why couldn't I choose whether or not to come? I'm like,
Dang. Okay. And what did the judge say? Did the judge escort him out the door?
he let three people leave right then. That was
Yeah.
because there was three that basically adult, medical stuff.
Yeah.
And
Did that guy get to go?
yes,
Good. You know how much. Now that I think about it, that judge. This is how every fucking trial starts for him. He has to listen to this shit every time a new trial starts. How
yes,
sick of these reasons could this judge possibly be? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already irritated, and you're not even halfway through the story. You know, this judge has to do it every time there's a new trial.
yeah. And I mean, there was some you could tell were lying because any full time student gets to leave, and this one kid. I'm not saying he needed to be on the jury, but you know, he made up a school. Like he's like, I'm a full time student, and he said, "Where do you go to school?" He said Orange County University. He completely panicked.
Oh no, he didn't think that all the way through.
No,
He didn't think that far ahead. I'm sorry, buddy.
but he sat there proud, like I'm going with it.
Orange County
Taking with it.
University.
Orange County
I
University.
didn't say Florida. Okay. There's
Thank
other
you.
Orange counties.
Yeah. So
Orange County in California. Ever heard of it?
it's new.
It's
That's what it.
new. Okay. I'm the first year, first
Yeah.
graduating class. You're welcome.
So there was on the second one, 0 new mothers, 8 that were concerned about childcare, 1 adult care, and this was after the 3 were gone.
Yeah.
And 8 were going to travel. Full time students in that one, 5,
Sure.
and 11 medical appointments.
Wow.
I said, "Damn, this is the sickest bunch I've ever seen."
I know. Cough, cough. And how many did they pick? Anybody? They only have to. You were telling me that they only need 6 jurors.
Hmm.
They only need 6. Did they get any?
Well, yeah, they sent those people home, and they're going to do the other 50, and then however many's left over from that. He said 50 tomorrow, and then whatever's left, and then they call a number every day at 5 o'clock and see if they've been chosen. So
Okay.
the lawyers have to sit down and decide.
Oh, and they don't do that in open court.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
I guess
gotcha.
not. Because, I mean, the ones that knew about the case, because this one, okay, so when all those people go out, when the 50 go out, only 14 came back.
Why?
So 11 out of the first batch, 14 out of the second batch. And the ones that said they knew about it, three on the second batch.
Okay. Now, did they all get to sit there and hear everybody else as they're giving their excuses slash reasons slash concerns, whatever? Is that all open? Does everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Even potential jurors hear that?
No, if they have heard about the case, they come in alone and talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I should have said that from the beginning, but
Well,
yeah.
what do they ask those people if they've heard about it? Do they ask them if they can stay impartial?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
And
then do they
this
say yes?
woman that wants on the jury so bad, and I'm telling you, I wanted to look at Sarah's lawyer and go,
Look at you trying to help Sarah's lawyer.
I know.
Out with you.
I mean, I like him. That prosecutor looking
Okay,
like
but we
he's
don't
crazy.
like her though, Randy. We don't like her.
But she
He's a
said
bad guy.
that the main one. Okay, there was two. One said the case was intriguing, and so she had watched quite a bit about it in the beginning. And they said, "What do you know about it?" She said, "Oh, something about playing a game, getting in a suitcase. She fell asleep. I was sad that her boyfriend died." And then
Mhm.
she said, "And something about a lot of attorneys." I was like,
Yep.
"You've watched quite a bit."
She's watched quite a bit. She's all, I'm subscribed to Law Network. I got my bell on. I watch
Oh,
everything.
thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, Peggy Travis, and thank you for your kind words. I appreciate that. Are we rooting for? We're not rooting for Sarah, but
I know, Shamat. She's killing me over here. She likes Sarah's attorney because he's nice to her. And so
he
far the
is nice to
prosecution
me.
hasn't been her best friend yet. So she's not nice to she doesn't care about him so much.
I do though. The way she smiles and grins, I'm just like, ooh. The ones that don't want to be there should just say, "I think you're railroading her." I think she's
I think she's innocent.
That's exactly what exactly.
Yeah.
Or I think she's guilty. Say you
Yeah,
don't,
just say that. That'll get you off right away. You'll get out of there right away.
but the woman that wants, you could tell, man, she wants to be called so bad, and his attorney, not one I keep calling Mark, and that's not his name. I wrote it down so I could remember it. Um, James. He didn't say much, but the other guy, Tony,
Okay.
he would get up and question because this lady that wanted it so bad said, um, her mom had told her about it and about an article. Plurpy doo,
Hey, Blurby.
man, it's good to see you. Um, so I told her about an article, so she went and looked up the article, and then she really messed up. She said, "I'm really into true crime," and of course, here's Tony. He's like, "What is true crime?" Because he ain't like us. He don't know what.
Right. Or he does, and he wants to know what she's talking about. I
Right.
know. He's
He's like,
all
are you talking about NCIS? What are you
right.
talking about?
Or he talking about, Bullhorn Betty. Like, where are you?
Right.
There's a range. There's a range.
And I'm over there saying, "Me too, ma'am."
Me too. Call me. We'll be friends.
And I didn't make any gestures. I was just like, she just screwed up. I'm sure she's not gonna get. Um,
Because I wonder if I'm sure, as like you, the lawyers can probably tell who really wants it, you
yes,
know,
Hey,
And I
Carl.
wonder if that is a red flag to them or not. Like, I'm curious to know. Do you think that makes them more likely to keep them or have them join, or less likely to have them join?
Less.
You think so? Like,
Yeah.
if a person really, really wants it, then they're like, yeah, no. Because that
Right.
means they probably already made their mind up.
Yeah. And I don't bless this woman. If she's telling the truth, please God forgive me. I don't believe she doesn't have an opinion. And she looked that lawyer dead in the eye and said, I do not have enough details. I do not have an opinion. I find it intriguing,
Uh-huh.
but I can definitely be impartial.
Oh, well.
And he said, are you sure? She 100%. I was like, woo.
Oh, she means it. All
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Yeah. All
She's
right.
innocent. No
The
way.
sad part is that unfortunately what ends up happening is that you end up getting rid of all the people that should be on the jury,
Yeah.
and you get left with, the slim pickings at the end, and then you just pray. Pray to God that they make the right choice.
And Sunday night, she asked Alexa, play the news, and it just so happened to be Sarah Boone was on.
Oh boy, I think you just set off everybody's ALEXAs.
Oh, everybody's news is blaring.
Everybody's everybody's just went off. Sorry about that. How funny. So she just so it's Alexa's fault then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was, innocently just said, play the
Play
news,
the
and
news, and
it
that,
just
and that was happened to be
happened
the
to be
news.
Sarah Boone.
All right then.
The nerve of the news.
That's right. It wasn't her fault. It was Alexa's fault. Clearly.
But honest to goodness, for it to be such a long day, that's all that happened. This is um just people answering questions, and um they
Yeah.
I'm I was like you. I was shocked at how many people didn't want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. People. So a lot of people do not care about. Oh, good, Pammy B. Phew.
Nana
Um.
Betty, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I knew it. I knew it, Nana Patty. um. Yeah, I'm always surprised at people who don't want to do it. I really would love to do it. I think it would be a really cool experience.
But here's what I'll say this: when a person would say, I'm not sure about having a babysitter, or I'm not sure if somebody can pick my kids up for school, the judge said, well, on break, can you call and find out and then come back?
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Yeah, they don't take a I'm not sure. You need to have a yes or a no.
that's what, and he gave an example. He's like, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? And this one guy, man, he was hung up on Nicaragua. I can't, what is the word? Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Yeah, I think that's
And
right.
he he kept saying, I'd go to Nicaragua. And he said, all right, say you got a free. How was Sarah? Happy, Charlie. I don't know if she's faking or if she's on meds.
She's having a great old time.
Hide her feet. Um, so he said, all right, say you get a free trip and they're gonna pick you up tomorrow. And the guy flying the plane, you ask him, is this safe? And he says, maybe. Would you accept that answer? And the guy's like, yeah, probably.
How is that the same thing? Oh my god! You realize this is a trial, right, sir?
And
It's not the same thing.
he used that twice today. And the other guy said, no. If they're questioning the plane, I'm not getting on. And then he's like, well, that's why you need yes or no. Not, I don't know.
Right,
Maybe,
right.
we may make it, we may not. So that was interesting to see people. And then they came back in, and all of them told the truth. Like, I mean, here I am, lie detector test, but said, yeah, we found somebody.
Nice.
Yeah, if we
Okay.
have to. If we have to.
Yeah, for 3 weeks. I mean, I
Yeah.
can understand that. That's a long time to have to figure out childcare every day after school, you know?
Yeah. And to I wouldn't be very I wouldn't be able to not talk about it because that's what I
That's
love
the
to
part
do.
that scares me is that I feel like I mean, I know that I would do what I'm supposed to do. I would for the sake of, not causing a mistrial. I would obey and follow the rules. I would, but it would be very difficult for me not to talk about it with
Yeah.
people and not to look up stuff. I would want to look stuff up. I'm a big researcher, and so I would want to internet search and all the things you're not allowed to do, like specifically not allowed to do. I would definitely want to, but I
Right, me
wouldn't.
too.
Yeah.
And that's why I wrote that note about Alexa, because the woman said that she told her to play the news, and the news came on and it was about Sarah, and she said, I looked at my husband and said, that may be the trial I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And she wanted it, like she
Yeah.
really wanted it.
Yeah.
So I
I
forgot
would
that.
too. If you have to go, might as well be for a famous trial. Why not?
Yeah, because then people want to interview the jury after, and
Yeah.
some of them, a lot of them write books.
That's true. Yes.
So obviously, I'm not planning to write a book with these shitty notes I take, but
I would they don't let you keep your notes from the trial, right? They burn them at the end. You have to turn them in. Your
oh, I
jury
don't
your,
know.
yeah, your little jury notebooks and stuff, they destroy them at the end of the trial. You don't get to keep them cuz that would be a cool thing to keep.
It would be,
Yeah.
especially one like this or
Yeah.
Leilani or
Yeah.
Delphi, any of that.
It'd be a cool thing to keep, but they don't let you. I think they destroy them at the end of the trial. I'm not sure why, but they do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Probably so you can't make money. If you're going to make money, then they want to block it
I
as
don't
much as
know. I
they
don't
can.
know what the reason is. Maybe privacy violations or something. Who knows? I have no idea.
It could be. Or you could, ooh, think about how much that would go on eBay.
Right? People would
Yeah.
buy that, I'm sure. People would want that. Wouldn't you want to see OJ's, jurors notebooks? I
Are you
would.
kidding? Jim, are you still listening? I would break us if that thing.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is I just bought the jurors. The bad news is we're going to have to move because we don't live here anymore.
Oh, where do we live, you ask? To see that tent.
Well, that's more good news. I put a bed in the back of the van, and that's our new home. We call it the honeymoon wagon.
That's right. If the tent's rocking,
That's right.
I didn't know. Did I know that they couldn't take notes? And I think I did because I remember saying, "How do they remember? Would they remember that?"
How could they not be allowed to take notes, especially in the Alec Murdoch case? That thing was every rabbit trail known to man. That
But
case was all over the place.
I think that's true. They weren't allowed to.
That's harsh. You just have to
Hmm.
remember it all. That's crazy. Yeah, every courtroom does it differently, or maybe it's every state does it different. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are, but just today in the Leilani one, she said that they will all be destroyed at the end of the trial. So, and I remember they said that too in one of the last trials we watched. I don't remember which one, but they said it in that one too.
Oh, thank you for the tip. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I don't want to say your name because I don't know your username. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pammy B, for dropping that. Yeah, check out our Hell or High Water merch.
Yes.
The commemorative mug of
So
Randy facing everything just to make it to this trial. And
my
all the
poor
proceeds.
man, he said, I'm so sick of baloney. But you know what he was
Oh,
store buying today? Baloney. I don't know, Charlie. I'm I want to get through. I don't know if I can take it away from them for
You did, Debbie Doll? Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you for buying that.
oh
All the proceeds from the Come Hell or High Water merch are going to hurricane relief. They're not coming to my pocket. They're not coming to Randy's pocket.
mm.
They're going to her. It's all going to hurricane relief, and we'll definitely, of course, show the receipts when we do all that. But yeah, please consider taking it out and have your beverage of choice as we review this case. We're just getting started.
So hey Lavender. Did I already say hi to you?
Hey,
Uh
Lavender Sunday. Good to see you, Dolly.
so let's talk about my meet up. My meet me meeting what, surviving the survivor.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Okay, so he's got a huge channel.
The link isn't working here. Is my link working? Try that one.
And so I'm coming around. It was time for us to go home, and this man who sat down in front of me, who was late, he wasn't there
I
all
love that
day.
one. I love that one too, Pammy B.
He was there for about just a few. It don't matter. Um, but his looked like his partner was there all day. If that guy's his partner on his channel, he was there all day. And but anyway, he stopped me and said, "Are you Kathy?" And now I know who he's talking about because in my Facebook group, somebody named Kathy is giving all this information about the trial in there, and I don't know who she is.
Oh, is she in the courtroom? Maybe.
I don't see her in the courtroom.
Oh, okay.
So I said, no, 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 no. And I said, I'm nobody. And
Why
so
would
he's
you say you don't nobody? You don't say that. What's
I
his name? Surviving.
surviving the survivor. Like he had 3,000 people watching his stream about Sarah Boone a while ago.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, he's 123,000 subscribers. Yeah.
Right.
And he met our little Randy.
Yeah. And I said, um, not many, Debbie, not many, but there really weren't many spectators. I don't know who this Kathy is. But so I said I just have a YouTube channel because I thought he was with the media,
Yeah.
and he said me too, and I said, oh, what's your channel? And he said Surviving the Survivor.
Well, I just pulled him up. Do you want to see what he shared today? His title today is Sarah Boone jury selection begins as attorneys bash her cockamamie defense. He used cockamamie. Great word.
I'm using that tomorrow. I'm stealing his title tomorrow to see.
Cockamamie. I love it.
So I said when as soon as he said his name, I recognized the name of the channel. Because the other day somebody told me about this big channel, the name of it, and that they were covering Sarah Boone.
Yes.
And I don't know why. It's when he told me who he was, I was just like, oh no. And he's like, what's the name of your channel? And I said, it's Randy's Life. I'm Randy. And then I stopped and I said, do you live here, don't you? And he said, I live in Miami. So that's pretty
Yeah.
far, Jim said. But and anytime I think of Miami, I think of the Golden Girls. That's where they lived.
Well, I pulled up his video from today. Tell me which of the here, let me pull it in for a second.
Okay.
And you tell me which one is the guy that you met.
Okay.
Who did you meet?
The one up there in the right. Oh, both of them.
You met who? This girl too? Or this guy?
No, that guy down there.
Okay. So Ryan, you met Ryan and you met this guy.
Yeah, that's the guy. Surviving the Survivor is the guy who asked me if I was Kathy. And then I'm not 100% sure, but I think that other guy was sitting in front of me all day.
Okay.
But I didn't get a good look at him. Like
Yeah.
I'm trying. So hey, Davita, so hard to not make eye contact and stuff. I don't know why, but ever since the lady from Fox today, the woman from Fox said, "Who are you with? I saw you here the other day," and I'm like, "I just have a YouTube channel." So, but yeah, that's who I met, and um, I did type one sentence in his chat, but I mean, he had 3,000 people. I mean,
Yeah, he's got a very big channel. Well, and he has an attorney on panel. Like we're not, sadly, we're not this level.
no, we think we're not this level. Hey, it's good to see you. Thank you. Um, it I think I know what an attorney knows, but I don't. I don't know
No,
what they're talking
we do
about.
not. We do
I
not.
write down dumb stuff like, "Ooh, I found my good pen." You
Yeah,
know, that kind of stuff. Or
it's different, very different, very different than when the actual attorney knows. Yeah,
yeah,
we can't offer you that, but we will offer you. We can laugh. We'll laugh at some things.
right. And that's look, when the hurricane happened, it was either laugh or cry. So we laughed,
Well,
and we
and and thank God you were safe. A lot of
yeah,
people didn't. Obviously, a lot of people weren't, and that's why I'm glad that we're going to do something. I'm glad that we're going to give to the hurricane relief. I'm glad that we're going to do that because, you know, yes, we're, being funny or whatever, but it's very serious, obviously. Very serious what happened down in Florida.
yeah,
Um, so
yeah, and it
I'm glad
was.
that we're going to give back.
And it's, I know that they say that hurricanes are predictable and they get all this warning, but no, when I was supposed to be coming, I knew that there was a possibility of a hurricane. It was supposed to be nowhere near Orlando,
Yeah.
and then it
It
shifted.
came right through you. Yeah.
But
And
then,
that's the problem with the hurricanes and then you don't know how big they're going to be.
mm-mm,
Sometimes they're big, sometimes they get smaller right at the last minute, sometimes they get bigger at the last minute.
yeah,
And they're very unpredictable.
so there was, I mean, a lot of damage. We just, I just happened to be in the right place, and
Yeah. Thankfully you were safe.
yeah, but it was. Mm, interesting to do it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
If you like doing this, then you'll get to understand the lingo. I believe that because I'm starting to, man, I wish I want to hear so bad what they're saying up there, but man, they flip that shh.
Yeah, they do that. Hey, Whirlwind, good to see you, honey.
Yes. Where you been?
Um, yeah, they have the sidebar. You're not allowed to hear that part.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And but I also like trials where they cut out the sidebar. Watch it on replay and they cut all that out.
Yeah.
So
So, how many more days of jury selection? Just tomorrow and the next day,
I
or
say it'll be, I think, just tomorrow. The
okay?
next day, I don't know what they'll do. I'm curious. I would almost, because today was like nerve wracking, finding a parking spot.
Yeah.
Um, then you wait in line, and I get searched every single time I go through the
Yeah.
line.
Yeah. Good.
Well,
They have
not
to.
everybody. And I tell them, I'm like, it's
Really
my,
not everybody.
no, not everybody.
Why do they search you and not everybody else?
I guess because my all the jewelry goes ting, ting, ding, 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 ding. I don't know. And they're like, "Can we rub your back and legs and ankles?" And I'm like, "Yes." You have to hold your hands out.
But they don't do that to everybody else?
They do it to some. Yeah, some people, but
Hmm. Hello, just please.
clear threat. That's me.
Yes, that's Randy. Oh, good, Cassandra. Good, honey.
You brought in your plants. Jim said, "Well, I think we have a freeze warning at home." searching for pork chops. You know me. You know me. It
Thinking about maybe smuggling a pork chop.
but the line. Oh, I saw like 3 wedding dresses today. People going up there to get married.
Oh, at the courthouse. How cute.
I wanted to
That's
take
cute.
pictures and I thought, well, that's a bit invasive, so I didn't do it. Yeah,
That's
right.
sweet, though. That's what I was thinking, Lavender. They see some hot chick walking up. Mind if we fill you up? I mean, search you?
Yeah. I get up there and in that line, you're sweating. I don't know why, but you just sweat. So every time they feel me, I'm like, well, here it goes. Ugh.
Ew.
And then you go in the courtroom and I'm sitting there freezing.
Yeah. You had to go buy a little sweater today.
Yeah. Charlie got the tumbler, the wine tumbler, but we'll call it the Dr. Pepper tumbler.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you, Charlie. Thank you for doing that. I love it, you guys. I like that you guys are
I
liking
knew that
this.
y'all would be awesome about this. I knew it. Just
If you want the mug in another color, let me know. I can have up to 5 different colors of it. So if you want a different color, let me know. I'll add another color.
I really don't feel like they're copping a feel, Lavender. I just really don't. Like it's like they do this down my back, like I have a strap on it. Maybe it's my hump. I don't know. And then my ankles.
Well, I
Hey,
think
Patricia.
you're going to be an old pro by, in a couple days. You'd be like busting in through the, exactly where to park, exactly where to go,
Yeah.
right in there.
Well,
Is
and
there
I
was
like
there
I
a lot of people trying to get in today?
no.
Okay, good.
And I don't know if it's because it's jury selection or maybe people here are just sick of trials. I don't know. I really hope it stays that way. Um
Me too. Oh, good, Pammy. Good. I'm so glad. Thank you, honey. I know she is, right, He-Man? she's
Thank you, Terry.
she's
She's
loving on
floating
that
in the corner
lawyer.
lawyer. I'm like, hi. Can I sit on your side?
Can I be your best friend?
Like, I want to tell her, you want to be pen pals, but I'm afraid I'll get in trouble.
Please try not to get kicked out, please.
Just yeah, I'm trying.
Can you
She,
imagine after all this and you get kicked out for being a whole stalker in the court?
see, Jim is now convinced that it's premeditated, that she knew exactly what she was going to do to him that night.
How? It can put. I mean, she couldn't have put him in there. He had to climb in there on his own.
She says she put him in there, and then later she says he got in there. Thank you so much, Wonderland Alice. Much appreciated. Um, so
Right, He-Man? Did Sarah have water?
oh, I wrote that down too. Yes, she got. Not only did she get water. Wait a minute, I have to reload. Not only did she get water, but when she took a drink, she said, "That's hard and hot."
So she whined about her water?
Yes.
She did not like her water, huh? She was not thankful. You get what you get and
And
you don't throw a fit, ma'am. Haven't you heard the rules?
and she got 2 cups of water, and there was 1 drink out of it after all this fit. But she
They didn't even give her a
look,
water bottle?
nuh-uh, her lawyer had a bottle of water though. But no, she had two glasses. I guess they think she can use that as a weapon. But here's what
They
she
gave
had.
her glass? They gave her
No,
glass?
no, plastic.
Oh, you said 2 glasses of water. I'm
But
sorry.
I meant plastic cups.
Okay. Sorry, sorry,
But
sorry.
she
Like,
asked
how in
for
the world would they give this woman glass? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
they asked her, she got the lawyer to ask if she could have snackies during the trial.
Oh my god. Snackies. Where does she go during lunch?
They cuff her and take her back in the room.
Do they feed her?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming they give her food, right?
Yeah.
She wants
But
snackies during court. Does she not understand what's happening here? Like, does she really not get it? Something,
uh-uh.
you're in trial, ma'am. Do you understand you're the defendant here? I don't understand. Do you think this is a party for you in your honor? You
I think,
weirdo.
this is her world and she's just letting us in a little bit. But she said, so then today at the end, he wanted some advice because she gets up at 2 o'clock in the morning, he said, to get ready for court. And then she's there till like 9 o'clock at night. So I think they're going to allow her to get dressed, but she's not getting the shower.
Why does
They're,
she get up at 2 in the morning?
I don't know. Maybe she's housed far away. Maybe it takes a while to buzz her in. Right. She should
Yeah.
ask for a nap. Play it smart, Sarah. Ask for a nap.
Yeah.
Hell, I could have slept today. Whew.
That's got to be rough. 2 in the morning, and then you're there till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Where is she? Where is she till 9 o'clock at night?
At the courthouse in
Why?
that little room. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
So she just has to sit in that room until they finally show up and get her?
Hmm.
Oh my God, that's awful.
But he said she's not getting a shower. I don't know why. I don't understand.
Because you from 9 to 2, you're getting a few hour, measly hours of sleep. She needs to just take a shower as soon as she gets back.
Oh, I bet they don't let you in jail. That's
You have
what
to
it
take
is when
showers at certain times, right? Like,
yeah.
I don't think you can just take a shower whenever you want. You have like certain times that you do that stuff. So if she's not
Showers.
there,
Damn.
she's far out of state.
Really, John?
Prison chow is 3 to 4 a.m. What? Really?
I would not make it in prison.
She's not even in prison yet.
I would not make it in jail.
Yeah.
Because, well, this morning, I got up early, did not want to get up. And so I made a strong, I am Charlie, I am. And I had to buy, it was so thin. I'm not going to complain about it though. I'm not. You shut up, Randall. Be thankful you found something. But, hell, what was I saying?
I don't know. Rewind it real quick. And
But when I got up, I made a strong cup of coffee.
yeah.
And because I thought I really need a strong cup of coffee. Now, I
Yeah.
hadn't been I hadn't been drinking coffee at all.
Yeah.
So I was like this,
Oh no. You were all jittery. Oh, that's not
trying
good.
to drive. I've never seen, when I got off the phone with you today and I'm like, yeah, I'm headed straight there. It was just a few miles and like 22 minutes for me to get here. Just
Yeah.
very few miles. Traffic is crazy. And I can't believe we were just talking about this too, that I'm driving like this. Let me tell y'all, if you're scared to do something, do it. It's like drive like I was afraid. Get somebody that you trust with your life in the vehicle with you. And I hope it's your husband or significant other and do it because it's the most freeing thing I've ever done. Hey,
Yeah.
Jim gave me a gift. Once I set him down, I said, "Look, you can't yell at me. You can't this. It'll." And now I'm driving around Orlando.
I know. Look at you. I know. I'm so proud of you.
When I got out of Target, Jim called me panicking. He said, "Where are you?" I'm like, "Target." He said, "I got an alert on my phone saying that you was
What?
riding a bicycle down some street and there was a collision." Because we have that Live 360.
Okay. Somebody needs to update their app because the
I said,
hell?
"You should have known that was bullshit. I ain't riding a bicycle."
Where am I going to get a bicycle?
You can rent like those electric bicycles, but I don't think I could stay on one. I would wreck. which is probably what he thought happened. But
Why did his app now I have questions about his app. Why did his app register you on a bike? That's so weird.
I don't. Yeah, what did it say? Randy's on a bike. Because look, I get Jim every time. As soon as he leaves, gets home, I'm like, "You home?" Because it's
I love that Life 360 app. That's a great one. Yeah.
I do too. I'm like, "Oh, you left for work?
Uh-huh. Good to know. Yep.
I'm watching you." I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, you
man.
stopped for lunch? Eat at
Interesting.
the gas station today?"
And are you bringing me something home? Yes, you are. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Or Jim. That is true. That is so true.
If you miss shower or chow, you miss it until next time. Damn.
Oh, hi, Teach. Good to see you.
Sometimes it shows a bike when my kids are walking. Were you driving especially slow?
Well, I was pushing that buggy through Target.
Oh, is that what he thought? You were on a bike
Yeah.
there at Target? That's funny.
You sure you weren't the bikers down there, Randy? No, the people here don't like me. That's just,
Don't say that. Yes, they do.
I don't feel like
They're it's Florida. It's not Tennessee. That's
they are
all.
nothing like us.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, they'll
You
say the
take
same about
somebody,
you.
if you're in an elevator with somebody and you say, are you okay? They immediately start crying in where I'm from and hug you. I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Instead, you got, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me, weirdo? We don't talk in elevators here,
Like, I
okay?
just answered your question about is this going to the 12th floor? Because the elevators, they're so crazy. There's so many floors, and like a certain one takes you to certain floors. Well, today they decided to play like musical chairs with the elevators, and it said, no, not this one today. You're going over to that one. I was so confused. And so, me not knowing who he was, I said, is this one going to 12 too? And he said, yeah. So, and
So, of
then,
course, you think you're best friends then, of course.
yeah, because he pointed out this little light that said 12 on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
See? Now we're best friends.
are you
Now
okay?
and now he should tell you his life story.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Did you get hit with a hurricane? Just something.
Something.
Randy riding bikes and tornadoes. This is not Wizard of Oz. Jim's friend was over yesterday, and he said, "Well, I see Dorothy didn't fly home, so
She must have made it.
must be all right."
Oh, man.
But
They don't even claim to be part of the South, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, Florida is very different than
that's and I know a lot of people have migrated here, and they're not from here, but like there is no more southern place than Florida. So
right.
imagine my shock when I'm at the Walmart and the girl's like bringing my stuff up, like,
First of all, she's all, ma'am, it's just Walmart here. Okay. It's not the Walmart.
and you should have went to the self checkout. That's what she.
That's right. Service with a sneer. That's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
So happy you ladies are covering this case. Thank you for being here. It's I don't know how long it's been since I've enjoyed something so much, but it is hard being this far away from home.
Yeah.
And then, sitting there just but I am starting to get to know people, like they expect me now, I guess, and like I had the best seat because I had to pile all my stuff and I had to sneak a Slim Jim. I got nervous and had to eat something because my sugar was dropping, and I was
Yeah.
like, man, I'm about to get in trouble. And I opened my Slim Jim with my pen and just sat there and ate it. But the girls next to me were eating crackers and stuff. But
Okay, good. All right. So you're
yeah,
not in trouble for that.
no. No, they were eating crackers, and one of them left their cracker thing underneath, and they work at the courthouse.
Really?
Yeah, I picked up her cracker package.
Oh, look at you. You're so
Oh,
sweet.
I'm like, this will get blamed on me.
Picking up other people's trash. Oh, you're so sweet, Randy. You're such a sweet person. How could they not love you?
I don't
You
know.
tell them to call me, okay? If they don't love you, I'll make them love you.
Bitchy crackers.
Assholes.
Yeah, they both had snacks. They had snacks over there, and I'm like, but they had like vending
Did they
machine
have
snacks.
snackies and did they wave it in Sarah's face? Sarah, look at my
We had,
crackers. I got me a snacky.
they're not, they're over there eating their chips and crackers, and I'm over there with a meat stick.
Praying it don't smell up the courtroom.
All I could think about was my breath. I can
Oh
just
no.
imagine what my
Ordered a mug. I'll put it with my bad friend's thermos. I keep it nice, no drinking out of it. Oh, Cassandra, thank you for that. Thank you for getting a mug. That is so sweet of you. I appreciate
is.
that. Yes, enjoy it.
It.
Your commemorative mug. Come hell or high water, we're bringing you this coverage. Randy will not give up, no matter
Uh-uh.
what.
No, no.
She's faced the fire trucks. She's faced a hurricane.
Angry mob outside.
Angry mob. Burnt pork chop. She's faced it all.
Me out there telling the truth. I just want to be transparent.
She throws herself at the mercy of the firemen.
I was cooking a pork
It
chop.
was me. I made a pork chop.
I just assumed because we had a little stove in our room, we could cook. How far of a drive to the courthouse? It's 9 miles.
Which is not bad. That's actually not bad at all. That's good.
It's not bad. The
Yeah.
getting there is a little like, people are going to work
Yeah.
but I think
What time do you get there?
today I kind of ran late because of the jitters, and I got there at about 15 to 8, and I still got in.
Okay. 15 to 8?
Mhm.
When did they start? 9?
Um,
Okay. Well, that's good that you still got in. Was
yeah,
there, and you said there wasn't a lot of people.
mm-mm. The
Good.
media people, I I I thought I was the only like spectator, but maybe that Kathy girl was there somewhere because she wrote in the Facebook group, like I said, and knew. And then the guy in front of me, I thought he was with the media, but he was with the YouTuber. So
Oh, teach my ass. You need to
yeah.
rewind, girl. Go back to the beginning of the stream. You'll hear about it. You'll hear about it.
And not just I mean, like the fire department came and they were running in here with axes, big axes. I was like, oh no.
In case they have to bust a door open or something.
I don't eat lavender. I don't eat seafood. Mm-mm. I know it sounds crazy, but if it breathes underwater, I don't eat it. So let's see, how long we been on?
An hour and a half. I actually need to go. So
Yeah, me too. I haven't eaten anything, and I need to talk to Jim before he goes to bed. But
yeah,
we'll be back tomorrow.
we will. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you again. Here's the link once again for the Come Hell or High Water merch. All proceeds are going to hurricane relief.
We
If
truly appreciate y'all.
yeah, and I definitely appreciate you guys for checking that out. And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, bye everybody. Love y'all.
We're high water. We'll be here.
That's right. Come hell or high water.
Bye, y'all.
Night, guys.